Natural disasters. These are all unexpected happenings. Let us learn more about these in this lesson. Let us explore. Natural disasters are unexpected, sudden events that cause extensive damage to life and property. Earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes, floods and droughts are some natural disasters. Earthquakes. An earthquake is the shaking of the surface of Earth due to the sudden release of energy. Earthquakes are caused when rocks underground break. Earthquakes are caused due to sudden tectonic movements in the Earth's crust. These movements cause vibrations that spread in all directions. As there is a relative motion of these plates, there is stress buildup which breaks by releasing the stored energy known as shock wave. This causes a release of energy. This energy travels in all directions as waves. The point where the energy is released is called the focus of an earthquake or hypocenter. The point on the surface of the Earth which is vertically above the focus is called the epicenter. It is the first place to experience the waves. In the earthquake which shook Gujarat in 2001, Bhuj was the epicenter of the quake. A big earthquake is followed by the tremors and milder earthquakes which are called aftershocks. These are felt usually for 2 or 3 days after a major earthquake. Aftershocks occur when the displaced plates realign themselves back to their original places. After the massive Nepal earthquake in 2015, aftershocks were felt for many days. How is an earthquake measured? The intensity, direction and duration of an earthquake are measured by an instrument called seismograph. The scale which measures the intensity of an earthquake is known as the Richter scale. The Richter scale was invented by Charles Richter in 1935. Earthquakes are magnitude 5 and above cause major damage and death. Earthquake Nepal, Richter scale, seismograph. Effects of an earthquake. The vibrations and tremors caused by the earthquakes usually lead to destruction of buildings, bridges, roads and dams. Many people get injured and many lose their lives. A severe earthquake leads to massive destruction of life and property. The effect is severe in thickly polluted areas. Earthquakes lead to fires and landslides. An earthquake is the sea or ocean floor causes tsunamis. Tsunami means harbor wave. Tsunami persists for minutes to hours. Tsunamis may be extremely damaging, which is not the wave generated by wind. How are tsunamis generated? Earthquakes cause tsunamis. It is produced by the vertical movement of the sea floor. Landslides also cause tsunamis. How often do tsunamis occur? On average, a tsunami occurs in the Pacific Ocean every 15 years. An example to take from India itself, that was the Indian coast tsunami on 26 December 2004. It has caused immense damage to life and property. Steps to mitigate: efficient management, construction of walls as per Japan, planting trees by a village as done in Tamil Nadu, intense preparation for recovery and rehabilitation, awareness among the masses. In 2004, Indian Ocean tsunami which occurred on 26 December generated waves about 100 feet high and killed nearly 230,000 people in 14 countries. The worst affected was Indonesia, followed by Sri Lanka, India and Thailand. After that, in many places tsunami alarm centers have been set up to monitor tsunamis. These centers give people living on the coast advance information about the tsunami in advance so that they can vacate the place. Volcano. What is a volcano? A volcano is a mountain that opens to a pool of molten rock below the surface of the earth. When pressure builds up, eruptions occur. Gases and rocks shoot up through the opening and spill over or fill the air with lava fragments. Eruptions can cause lateral blasts, lava flows, hot ash flows, mudslides, avalanches, falling ash and floods. An erupting volcano can trigger tsunamis, flash floods, earthquakes, mud flows, and rock falls. How are volcanoes formed? Volcanoes are formed when magma from within the Earth's upper mantle works its way to the surface. At the surface, it erupts to form lava flows and ash deposits. Over time, as the volcano continues to erupt, it will get bigger and bigger. Based on the frequency of eruption, volcanoes are of three types: active, dormant, and extinct. Types of volcanoes. Active volcanoes. Some of the well-known active volcanoes are Mount Vesuvius, Mount Fuji, and Mount Etna, found in the Pacific region. The barren island is the only active volcano in India, and it is located in the Andaman Islands. Dormant volcanoes. Mount Kilimanjaro, Mauna Kea in Hawaii, and Narcondam in Andaman Islands. Extinct volcanoes. Mount Kenya in Kenya, Mount Ashitaka in Japan, Shiprock in the United States, and Zudwal in the Netherlands. Positive effects of volcanoes. After volcanic eruptions, the soil becomes very fertile and good for the growth of plants. The places of volcanic eruptions can be used to generate alternate sources of energy. Negative effects of volcanoes. Volcanoes give out poisonous gases, hot dust or ash, which causes respiratory problems. The lava destroys the area near the volcano. Entire forests burn and villages get submerged. There is a lot of death and destruction following a volcanic eruption. There is also fear of epidemics taking a heavy toll. Sometimes the ash and dust thrown up after volcanic eruptions may block sunlight for a long time, which is harmful for all living things. Floods. A flood happens when water from a river, lake, or ocean overflows onto the land around it. Too much rain or melting snow are the main causes of floods. Sometimes the soil in the ground can make a flood worse. This is because when rain falls, the soil usually soaks it up like a sponge. But when the soil can't soak up any more water, it will send extra water into the river. Causes of floods. When it rains very heavily and continuously for days together, water bodies overflow and submerge the surrounding areas. Soil erosion takes place. As a result, rivers change their course, causing floods and damage the property and life. Melting of snow on mountain peaks and glaciers also increases water level in seas. Effects of floods. After the flood, an outbreak of epidemics generally takes place. Waterlogging, unhygienic conditions, and lack of clean drinking water lead to the spread of germs and waterborne diseases like cholera, typhoid, and jaundice among the affected people. There is loss of life and property. Prevention of floods. Planting trees prevents soil erosion. Building embankments to control flow of water into rivers. Building proper streams and channels to direct flow of excess water. Droughts. Drought is a calamity brought about by a severe shortage of water. It may be due to the lack of rain and the excessive usage of groundwater. Hot, dry winds blow and temperature shoots up and all moisture from the ground evaporates. Lands become barren. There will be no cultivation. Food shortage occurs. It leads to famine. People and livestock die in large numbers due to starvation and lack of water. In India, there were three major droughts after the independence: in 1965-66, in 1979, and in 1986-87. Some of the drought-prone areas of the country are Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Rajasthan, Gujarat, North Karnataka, and some parts of Maharashtra. Prevention of droughts. Water should be conserved, making rainwater harvesting compulsory in every building, recycling of water, avoiding wastage of water everywhere, opting for cultivating crops that require little water. How do we manage the natural disasters? Natural disasters strike without alarming us. We should not panic. We must remain calm and positive. We must help people in every possible way. We must seek help. We should contact any source for help. We must approach rescue and relief workers as soon as we can.